Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Today we are doing our first tour in a while of the Mekong Delta here in Ho Chi Minh City. It's going to be a couple hours of driving, so we better get going. Here's our van.
So we booked this through Everyday Experiences and they picked us up from the hotel. That was all that because I don't have to wake up early and get somewhere. And now we're gonna be on the car for a couple of hours. So yeah, wish us luck.
More houses you have. Yeah, because of the quality. The big ceramics or marbles. The bigger the house.
And an hour into the drive, we've made it to our first bathroom stop at a coffee shop. They say the bathrooms are very clean here, so let's go see. Definitely one of the cleaner bathroom stops here in Asia.
Oh, yeah.
Still have about an hour left in the drive. I'm just struggling a lot. I'm a little dizzy, even with motion sickness. The bus seats aren't laid out very well.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, I have to keep looking out.
Which is hard because the bus seats are so tall, so you can't see anything. You only get a little bit of view out the side windows.
I'm also really tired.
Yeah, we got less than 6 hours of sleep last night, so that's not helping either. Hopefully the rest of the day should be better because we're only going to be on the van for another hour, and then we'll be on boats for most of the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be nice to like, you know, be out like in the boat, like breathe in the fresh air.
So just got to get through it. I would say this is also the first time that we've actually had a useful tour guide on one of these tours. He's giving a lot of really good cultural insight and pointing out things along the way and giving more information about it. One interesting fact that we learned is that right now about 50% of all tourists to Ho Chi Minh are Indian because there's now a direct flight between Ho Chi Minh and Kolkata. So apparently that's been really good for business here in Vietnam. Our first stop today is at the oldest temple in the Mekong Delta area. It is over 170 years old and has the oldest Buddha statue inside of it. And this is the original gate for the temple that is also over 170 years old. And this is the oldest Buddha statue. This whole building is filled with a really nice incense smell. Here is the giant happy Buddha. Very happy. I love all the bonsai trees that are surrounding this temple. And here's the giant reclining Buddha. And then here's the pagoda.
So the Mekong Delta is like a province and it's mostly made up of like a maze of rivers. It's very like swampy, and on our way here we saw a lot of like farms as well. So there's like a lot of agriculture going on here. And it's a lot bigger than I expected. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be like a little like town, but it's actually a really big part of southern Vietnam.
Up next we're headed onto a boat on the Mekong Delta. But we also hear lots of talk of endless fruit, bottomless fruit, so we're pretty excited about that.
It's like I'm in paradise or something, you know, just like fruit.
They're also going to introduce us to a couple of new fruits that we've never tried, so we'll get to review a couple of new fruits.
Yes, I'm so excited for this.
So now the boating part of our day begins. We're going to be on 3 different boats for the rest of the day. We're starting off with a big boat right now from here, and we're headed over to Unicorn Island.
I wonder if there's any unicorns.
Here's our boat. Actually, scratch that. That is not the big boat. These are the big boats.
If this is what a big boat is, I wonder what the medium boat looks like. The water here is pretty murky, and that is because this river runs starting from the Himalayas all the way down here to Vietnam.
Now that we are settled on our big boat, we are getting some coconuts. Thank you. And these are juicy too.
40 kilometers, 70 kilometers to the ocean, right? And the river is very busy. can go always to Cambodia. Right. After Cambodia is Thailand. This is the cargo boat. It's carrying rice, fertilizer, or cement. Yeah.
And there goes the boat back to the mainland. We made it to Unicorn Island and we have reached the bottomless fruit portion of our day.
The promised fruits.
Seen these a couple times at the little fruit carts in Thailand and in Vietnam, but I've never tried it.
So do you know all the kind of fruits name? You know it?
Like an apple.
Okay, go ahead.
It has
go.
like a very
Yeah.
hint of sour, but it's not really like bitter. What I
This
expected.
guava.
Guava. Ah.
It isn't pear, right? it tastes like pear, but it's not pear. It is guava, very juicy guava, and very good and rich in potassium.
Okay, guava, not sour melons.
And not apple.
And not apple. Or pear.
What we call it.
Pineapple, we already know this.
I could eat pineapple all day, and I have. Ooh, I don't think I've ever had jackfruit.
Yeah, so up next is jackfruit. It has a huge seed in there we gotta be careful with. Yami's favorite.
Oh, you don't eat the seed?
What this?
I don't know, maybe it's just the texture.
Tell me.
It's kind of like rubbery.
Tell me what this?
It's okay.
It's the B-52 bomb.
I don't know, jackfruit. Never mind.
Is it very all spiky?
Yeah. I mean, sounds alright. Take it or leave it. And then unknown fruit. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's super soft.
I still prefer pineapple.
Well, while we enjoyed our fruit, we also got to enjoy some Vietnamese lullabies sung by Unicorn Island locals. They have been living here for generations, and that's actually their house back there behind the trees.
Yeah, it's just very simple. I think the roof is made out of like mango leaves. Yeah, and they gotta replace it every 2 years. Like that's an incredible way to live. Very, very much local.
Up next, we're headed onto a hand-rown canoe, basically, a big canoe. So that'll be a different boat.
Yeah, and it's kind of cute how there's this like little garden to get there. So many fruits. Oh, the fruit we just ate, how it comes from one of these trees.
Yeah. They also grabbed a couple of these grass blades for us to smell, and they smell super citrusy.
It's kind of like Tranang, huh?
There goes Yami. Perfect.
We got lucky and got a whole little boat to ourselves, I guess, and they also gave us some of these Vietnamese hats. Fitting right in.
And with the sun right now, you really need the shade from these hats. It's really nice.
Chị đã cho em mấy kia chị thôi, đi có em ra rồi.
This boat ride's a little longer than I expected, but nothing wrong with that. Some paths are like shady and others aren't, and we see a lot of locals wearing like long sleeves and long pants and socks, which totally makes sense because I'm just out here with like my shirt like this and I'm already burning. And look, the hat, so cute. I've been wanting to wear one of these since we got to Vietnam, so bucket list check.
It keeps your head nice and cool. Like it makes minimal contact with your head, so you don't really feel the heat that's hitting the hat. It creates a nice little shade for your neck and head.
Yeah, and it's really cute too.
And And we're almost out to the big river here. It was a really nice, pleasant little ride down the river. Super quiet. The trees and all the surroundings were really pretty and super green. We're still not used to how much green there is here. Now we're transferring off of the boats and over to our lunch stop.
Flower Poland. Are you okay with the bit? Not okay with
No.
But they are very friendly. Alright, so let them fly, let them fly. They'll be okay. And now you have green tea. And stir it. Stir it up.
Vamos a tomarnos unos chupitos.
Yeah, honey, lemon.
This is very
shot.
good. This is orange or what? Mini orange?
So, honey, lemon, green tea, flower pollen, and mansi.
Because I thought maybe mini mandarin.
It looks like it's a family.
There's like these
Family
really
of
yellow
that citrus. Some citrus.
Because the bee have no heart, so you put here is honey. Whenever
Be
you
Yami's
want to
scary
eat
thing of the
honey,
month.
just come and get it naturally, like that.
I will have this honey.
Seven.
We finally bought something at a tourist place. We got these bananas that are like dried and caramelized, and we also got these peanut snacks, peanut candies with honey that they make here.
All this for $4.
We just finished Avengers Endgame last weekend, and I don't know, the world's never going to be the same. But now we have some movie snacks for the next movie in the Marvel series.
And we know there was some bee labor put into our snacks, so we appreciate it more.
So that was our lunch appetizer. And now we're actually headed to lunch. We're back on a boat.
The rain
This
is
time-
coming.
Yeah.
We need to get to the mainland before the rain comes. See the river and everything. It's raining.
Oh, sorry.
It's raining. Look.
The rain just started, so I busted up the life jackets.
Oh, okay. We were like, oh, these were some treacherous waters, right? We're going on a ranch. But, yeah, it's really good.
It is super windy, and like the whole boat is like tipping over right now. And a little bit of rain is making it in, so I just closed.
I guess this is what island hopping brings you.
We are in Coconut Candy. Pretty sure that's the name of the city, at least that's what everyone keeps saying. They start here with the coconuts, crack them open, and then they grind them down here into coconut meal. And then they squeeze that and bring it over here, where they cook it and add some cocoa powder. And then an hour later, it becomes this. Now we're gonna try the coconut candy.
Take out and put it here on this mold.
Coconut caramel.
It's still warm.
I was so amazed when I first came to this village. Cắt nhanh nhanh dùm anh cái nha, biểu diễn dùm anh cái nào. Đấy. See? See?
Just noticed this snake alcohol over here. They have all these bottles of the little baby snakes. We are in the medium boat, which was a little more sketchy to climb into than the big boat. But now we're going to ride back to the mainland. And I think it's finally lunchtime.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to. And we woke up at 7, so yeah, I'm really kind of hungry. That felt like Disney's Jungle Cruise, minus the animatronics, but we are actually going to see some real crocodiles and snakes, and minus the corny jokes. I thought these were going to be like big old crocodiles, but no, they're little babies.
This is the snake pit, but I think they're all asleep right now. And they're appropriately named Ran in Vietnamese. We also have porcupines.
If no friend, then why friendship?
It is lunchtime, and here's the spread they put out for us at the vegetarian table. Had a wonderful lunch with tons and tons of food, all of our favorite Vietnamese foods and some new ones too. And way more food than we could possibly eat.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna explode. But like, as far as like tour food goes, that's really good.
That is the end of our tour. So now we're just waiting on a medium boat to take us to the big boat, and then the big boat will take us back to the mainland, and we'll get back on the bus and head back to Ho Chi Minh.
I don't think I've ever done this much boat riding. It was really cool. Honestly, I think it was pretty good for the price. We paid like $25 each, and I saw a lot of different tours were charging $50, so you know, we did the same thing for half the price.
And now we have transferred back onto the big boat, or yeah, big boat. Now we've been on so many boats. Now we've transferred back onto the big boat one last time today, and we're headed back to the mainland.
I'm really tired. This is a long day, but it was a fun day.
Might call it super early today and just go to sleep.
This is like a pretty unique experience. If you're ever down here instead of Vietnam, just go on a day trip at the Mekong Delta. I've got like water legs.
Sea legs, river legs. Well, we are back on the mainland, and all we have left is a 2-hour ride back to Ho Chi Minh. Hopefully I don't get as nauseous on this one.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more nauseous on the river boats, but nope.
Just the van. And that's a wrap. We'll see you when we get back. And a very long traffic-filled ride later, we're back home. I'm tired. Less than 6 hours of sleep is really doing a number on us. I'm about ready to crash, so dinner plans for tonight are ramen. And Yami got a new drink.
It starts with penny. I'm not really sure the name of it. But it's cool. It's like green, giving the whole. Let's give it a taste. Oh, this is like a TT, but like 7-Eleven form. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
That was a pretty interesting outing. It was definitely a lot more touristy than other stuff that we've done. They basically take you to a bunch of like little local shops to buy the stuff that they produce there. It was still kind of cool to learn more about Vietnam. Our tour guide was very knowledgeable, very informative. And it was just a really pleasant area, and the weather was perfect. Like right after the rain, it cooled down dramatically, and it was very comfortable.
Yeah, I don't think it could have been any like more perfect timing. I love that it like rained a bit and then it didn't rain, so you could still walk around and explore.
But we're both exhausted, so we're gonna get settled in here, and we will see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye!